Okay, these two dashboards, two objects we have created. Now I want to make them into a dashboard because I cannot show this object in weak figure, right?
Okay.
So we just add into dashboard or better view would be there. Say sales wise sales analysis.
Yeah, Amit, I have a doubt here. So, you're making the charts by using the two tables, right, in the database?
Yes.
Yes. So, what we have to do if you want only some of the fields in the table, like particular fields in that only few elements in the table. So,
Mm-hmm.
how can we do?
I cannot get you. Come again. Come again.
So, for example, in a table there are like five columns. Like one is a name, ID, address, and first name and last name. So we have
Okay.
in other table we have different fields. So we need only the two fields in one table and two fields in other table. So how can we generate the chart?
Okay. Two fields from one table means two dimension.
Yeah,
Two measures from another table.
other table.
Two
Yes,
measures.
yes.
So some charts have some compliances, like it would support more than one measure and more than one dimension. Like here in this chart,
Okay.
it is showing cities, right?
Yeah.
So if we just consider another dimension here, so city, and then I'll consider another dimension of product. And you will to see here the chart like this. It is becoming so smaller. So
Now in city there are a lot of cities, right? So I need only two or three cities. So how can
two
we?
cities to be shown here, right?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, you can drag this city
Okay.
to, it's called filter. Okay,
Okay.
you can add it here. And this filter is called context filter. I'll come to that topic. What are the type of filters available in Tableau?
Okay.
Uh, so here you're able to see all these cities. Now you can maybe exclude all. Okay,
Okay.
exclude all. Then whichever the city you want to display, say Berlin,
Okay.
and these two, three, three
Okay.
cities. So
Okay.
these three will shown. So
Okay.
this way you can filter the data. Even if you can also filter the data based on the different calculation. It is the manual effect what I did here. But for some extent, say you can use wildcard,
Okay.
like start with the cities. Those are start with this or start with C.
Okay.
So you want to see here, those cities are started with C only.
Okay.
But you can also there are many cities which A, B, C, D, all those things, right? Only C alphabet cities are two.
Okay.
Then like if you want to display cities, those are A, starting from A or ending with A. Okay. So these are the city names. Um, so like this filter will work. But anyway, I will take another dedicated topic to describe all the type of filter in Tableau.
Okay.
This is context filter. And if I'll just remove this filter, you will get this two data. Now let me just add these two KPIs to a dashboard. Then we'll move on to the
Can you
chart.
pass the control for recording the session?
Oh yeah, hi Vijay. Yeah, you there? I just send you a link because see this link will follow for the next sessions, right? Next all the
Okay.
sessions.
Okay.
So you can join at sharp at 7 p.m. tomorrow, AST. Because I didn't have your WhatsApp number, I tried, so I had to come through Manju and Suvash. Yes. Okay, you can also record the session. Now we finished up to this chart called tree map. Now we'll start with this circle view chart. Now circle view chart, as you can see, this is exactly like a stacked bar chart, but the only representation is stacked bar chart is showing the bar on top of one bar, and here it would show circle in a cube. Okay, let's see. So let's draw this chart and then we'll show this 3-4 chart in a single dashboard. Okay, so for doing another objects, I'll have to add this sheet. Now for circle view chart, see when you are creating an object, when you can better go for its mouse hover, and you can see here on mouse hover whatever the specification, it will be showing it there on top. You can just justify that, determine that this one needed this many dimension and measures. So like this one, it needs one or more dimension and one or more measure. So to draw this chart, I need 2 dimension and 1 measure is suffice, more measure is also okay. So I'll use 2 dimension, but however to draw this stacked bar chart, I need a 2 dimensions. Okay, so let me have it here. Say again, I'll take customer. Which customers I have? Now based on these customers, this customer has ordered product. I'll just take here. Now the customer wise sales. I'm taking customer wise sales. So then I will just rotate this view. Maybe I'll take this as a bar chart and rotate it. I've added customer, then sales I have added the measure, and I have choose the type as bar chart and rotate it. So far I did this. Now it needs another dimension to form this stacked bar chart. But now it has one dimension, so all these products are in a single queue. I want second dimension to add multiple queues. So how do I do? Let's say I will add, I added customers, then customized product I will add. Okay. So once I added this second dimension, it just forms a side by side bar chart, right? This is how I did the side by side bar chart. Now this 2 dimensions is suffice enough to create this circle view chart. Why? Because it has 2 dimensions and 1 measure. Let's see. So it forms this type of chart, looking very nice. Every customer has some certain range of products. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all the products. Now I can make it even better. Which product is highly sold? I mean, these are the products are showing, and this is the value of the product, sales amount. So this is the product which is having the highest number of sales. Now I can change the size to make it a little bit bigger. Circles. So what I do, I'll just make a sales. I just drag to size. So let's see how the bigger cells will be shown in bigger in size. So this is looking nice to me. Okay. Now I want to make it more better. So in that case, I can add the color by cells also. I can add the color by measure, so that your colors, your circles will be colorful based on that single color, like this. I can change the shapes, the circles to any different icons. So it's called a circle view chart. It should be show by default circles. I can make it something different, like this is filled circle, should be square. If at all I don't have any other icons, I can also go for shape. In shape, I can define a custom icon here. So let's go to shape. Now once you select the shape, you see here there is another mark coming up called shape. If you just use a circle, now there is no mark here. Okay. So first let it be, let this circle here. So every product is having some different colors. So if I'm selecting a particular product with certain color, so this color is appearing in all the customers in order to determine this particular product is there. But this customer has purchased this product BB the highest amount is this one. Another product customers also purchase that, but not so highly sold. So this is what we call circle view chart. I can add the label, but label will not be look so clumsy here. So let it be. So label, let's not show the label here. Now I am able to see here what are my dimension. One dimension is your customer name, second is product, and third is sales. So it is a two-dimensional chart. So format this, and I want to show this axis. There is an axis, there is a pen. So what is the difference between this? Axis is whatever changes will apply in axis, this will be applied to here. This is called y-axis, this is x-axis. So the changes will be applied to axis only. This is called axis. Now if it is pen, whatever changes will do here, this particular section, the middle one is called pen. So it is the axis numbers. So let's make it a standard number. Now it's time to give the KPI name. What I can name it? Customer and product wise sales. Okay. So though I have two dimensions, I just use customer and product wise sales. Or else customer wise product sold. Okay. So this is also main form. Just a second. Yeah. So this set is customer wise product sold. Now the next we will here. Let it be this is the one we're adding here, and the next two block charts will be adding the bottom. Okay. So let's add it to the sales analysis, because here we have also sales, here we have also sales. So average more number of measure I have used in this KPI are sales. That's why based on the measure I will focus on the sales, the name which should be my dashboard name, is measure. Most measure is sales. So I will just drag this one probably here on the bottom. Again I'll add this one to bottom. Then it is by default it's taking the desktop view. Before that I'll have to change the view as automatic. Now then you can add it to on the top. I'll just take it to the top actually. Okay. What is happening? It is not taking a full shape. So let's do one thing. For block charts, for this tree map, what you can do is go to fit an entire view. Make it entire view, so that it will fill to the entire worksheet. This we cannot because there is a huge data, so I have to take it to somewhere here. Okay, I just added here because there are a lot of customers, so I need to show them. Let's not show any other chart here because there is a huge data. So let's show this one only and fit height or width. I have to make it fit height. I want this width. If it is happening, then it may have the scroll bar. So let it be. Now I'm giving the sales price here. Let me remove this quantity also. It is showing this type of legends, color legend shows the yellow mark, which is the minimum quantity, and the red mark, which is the maximum quantity. And it is showing the minimum and maximum quantity color range. Okay, and the product names which is showing here, they are showing in this mark. So why it is showing two titles? It is showing two sales title. So let me do one thing. Let's go to this chart, and here in this tooltip there is a tooltip mark. Here in this tooltip there are two different marks here. Now once I'm hovering the mouse, I'm able to see it's one cells only. Okay, now this is good. Now I can just hide these charts. See, for an example, I'll just remove this chart from here. Okay, I remove this chart. Now customer-wise sales is open. It is not used in this dashboard. Okay, and let's try to hide this one. Here it is used in the dashboard. Here this KPI is used in my dashboard. I have an option to hide it. Okay, but customer-wise sales is I haven't used it in the dashboard so far. Let's try to hide it. Are you getting any hide option? No, because I have not consumed this KPI in any dashboard. So if I'll just consume it here, then I'll be having the option to hide these charts. Let's just remove this color legends.
But it will be shown in the dashboard, right? Even if you hide that sheet.
Yeah. Even if you hide that sheet, we can get them roll back anytime. So it will be showing the dashboard. If you want to go to that sheet at any point of time, just go to the dashboard. Here is the option in the corner. Go to sheet. If you want to do any changes on this sheet, even if you have hidden that, go to sheet. You don't need to open that again to work on it. Go to sheet from the dashboard. Now I'm here in the sheet level. I'll do any changes when I come to the dashboard, that sheet will again be hidden. In the dashboard also, sheets, I can see all the sheets. I can go to here, any dashboard, and do my changes and come back here. So as I have made it hidden, it will be again hidden.
Okay. Is there any option to unhide it directly apart from the dashboard? Is there an option to unhide it?
Yeah. Here directly we cannot do so. I have to go here, go to the dashboard. There is an option, uncheck this one. Now I.
Okay, so if you are unhiding it means, is it removed from the dashboard now?
No, it is not removed. It is there in the dashboard, as well as it will be shown in a separate tab also. Say at the real-time view. See the runtime view. This is the dashboard. Here I have 4 KPIs, 4 worksheets. This is another dashboard. I have 3 worksheets. Now, as I have used this worksheet, do I need to show this again in a separate tab? But as I have unhide that, I'm able to see this again, which is showing ugly because it's a huge screen and the chart is also showing too big. No need to show this again in a separate tab, so I can make it hide now.
Amit, is there any possibility to, to show one dashboard to one group and the other dashboard to other group? For example, here we are having revenue analysis and sales analysis, right? So revenue
Right.
analysis is to one group and the sales to other group. So can we do that from here?
Revenue analysis to one group, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what we have an option called story. Say, I will have for 3 objects here and 4 objects here. Now it is only 7. Now I'll have 70 objects, and again I would add all those objects to dashboards, and the dashboard number will also be increasing substantially. So what I can do, in order to reduce those numbers, I can use this object called story. I'll come to that point. In story we can group the dashboards also. Likewise, in a dashboard we have grouped or composed objects, and when you have good number of dashboards, I can also compose them into a story.
Okay.
So let's focus on the next KPI here. This one is our stacked circle chart. Now I will create a side-by-side circle chart. Okay. Side-by-side circle chart is also kind of same representation, but the only thing is you need to have 2 dimensions, one measure. So those dimensions are, instead of these are stack, they will be represented in a cube. Okay, just like this. Here it is a stack bar chart and it is a side-by-side bar chart. Okay, in stack bar chart is just a replacement of this one. Okay, stacked circle chart, and this side-by-side bar chart would be a replacement of this side-by-side circle chart. So there are different type of representations. So let's do that also. I will add here list of countries. If I just remove this longitude and latitude, I'll be having only country names like this. The different countries, and based on the countries and how many customers are there from different countries, who gave me the revenue. Country wise customers and revenue. So let me add another data quickly also, so that it should not be boring to play with this data only. Let me add this customer. So I get 2 dimensions. One is country, second is customer. One measure I would like to have a revenue. Okay, customer is revenue, and based on this country. Now the same chart can be formed by this side-by-side bar chart. You select this, you would see here the list of countries showing and in every country has certain level of customers. Those are showing here. Some countries have mostly one customers, or some countries have, very rare countries have 2 customers like this one. So let's not add country, let's add something else. This is product. This data is not so. Okay, now this looks okay. Here I have again customer, product, and product wise I'll just take this as a discount. So here I'm able to see there are 2 dimensions and 2 measures I can add, as it is representing here. 1 or more dimension can be there, 1 or more measure can be there. So I have added 2 dimension, that is customer and product, and 2 measure, that is revenue and discount. So you can add it at any point of time, or else you can have this type of representations. So it is a revenue. A revenue can be fitted by size. So I'll just make this size a little bit bigger, and here I'll do a little bit changes. Okay, I'm able to see this different customer, and every customer has most of the products and how those products are sold, what is the revenue rate of those products from a particular customer. I'm able to see it. This chart is looking very nice. Now the circles I will replace with my custom icons in order to give a better view. So I have choose this as a circle. I can choose this at anything. If you just change it to bar, so this would be kind of sideways bar chart, right? Now I'll just change it to shape. Now for shape, I would give my custom shape. So you go to shape. I have different type of shapes here. Like I will change it to star. Okay. Or even I can change it to anything else here. Like there are other icons also. Okay, let me start. So that is this revenue has become colorful based on this star. There you see, this looks really nice. Customer wise, products and their sales rate. Customer product revenue. Okay. It has become another chart and it needs a little bit wider space to be represented. So this is done with this sideways bar chart. We can also have another measure here, say stock. So now you are able to see some differences. Looks really nice. So I'm just representing the color by customer. If you represent the color by product, you'll be having other group of colors also. It's something like this. So here in this case, customers are not so identical because it's getting a mixture. I'm able to see the product wise colors. So let's, so by colors it is being grouped and this looks nice. Okay. It can be also having a comparison and can be also having a group by product. Two groups and two comparisons.
Amit, how you made it group by? Sorry.
Group means there are two or dimensions, right? First is customer, second is product. Now you're able to see what is my first dimension. If you see, if you just remove this dimension, what will be my first dimension, that is x-axis? The first one is customer. Okay.
Okay.
To the top. Now you can also see in the columns, first one is customer, second is product. If you add anything else also, so there will be also kind of next level hierarchy. Here we have two measures, so it is having a comparison. If you add any more measure also, like discount, I'll be also having another pane. Okay, these are all panes.
So it is automatically grouped by, or
It is already grouped by customer and product, and based on this dimension only, these measures are getting calculated.
oh, okay.
So even if I add any more number of measures, it would apply to one, because these two measures dimensions I have added to column, and this is considered to be a dimension.
Okay. So for example, if the users are requesting a tabular format, they wanted a graph and also they wanted a tabular format. For example, a data to be exported in a table format like CSV file or Excel files. So is there an option to do it from here?
Yeah, data to be exported to table format. Here you can export and export all.
Okay.
In the dashboard only, you can export any number of data here, view data and export.
Okay, first go to view data and then click on export.
You can export to Excel.
Okay. So is there any limit for that one? For example, in the Excel means there is some limit to it. It would specify rate 65.
No.
65,000.
Not
Like that.
the more data you have in a KPI, if the KPI supports that, then Excel will be supporting.
Okay.
You cannot add any unlimited data to a KPI. You have to at least filter it in order to have a better performance. So that will be captured under filter.
Okay.
So next chart will start working with, that is line chart. This chart, there's a prerequisite called date. One date dimension must be there. However, I have an alternative way to create this line chart without using a date also. I'll show that. But by default, it is suggesting to have one date attribute, one dimension, one measure. Okay. So let's draw a line chart here, where I can fit this chart. So let's fit this chart here. Too clumsy. Okay, let's not do it. Let it do it. I will add it, that in a separate dashboard. Okay. So before this, I am going to create another data model so that I can capture those data also. So quickly, I will go to the data model, connect to data source. I have in fact another Excel I'll just take. Okay, this product TV we have called from the SQL Server database because it is the extract also. Now I will connect to Excel database, which is here in my data source. So I would simply connect here, go to Excel, and let me take you to this folder, and I would connect to this order DB. As it is Excel, and I may have a choice to add it to extract, or else we can also make it a live connection, because Excel is a static data source. It is not changing in a due course of time, and it is also there in the front end. So I may use it extract mode, or I may directly call it from the Excel also. But though I have called the last data from SQL Server, so and this was also huge records, so I thought of to bring them to extract. So let's play with this data by using the live connection. The second is a customer master, and the second table I will add, that is order. Order and customer has a relationship here. So what I'll do, the relationship is based on a customer code. Let's see how they are connected. See, they would automatically connect it with any common name. So, but always the common names are not judicial to join, because the data may be different. Okay, like in tables, the common field names can be many, like deleted flag, created date, updated date, serial number. Okay, so don't let Tableau automatically join your tables to make a schema. You need to also verify once again whether that field is appropriate to join the tables, because employee ID, I don't think this would be the data flow, and my business would not properly connected. So I want here my customer, in the customer I would have customer code, that is here it is cost code, which is a primary key of the customer table, and from right table I will just choose again a cost code. Okay, so now this join is proper. But you see, earlier it was joined by employee ID, but employee ID is there in all the tables, so the relationship would not be proper. Even if Tableau is joining, you need to also verify the join type. Let's make it left join, because there are many customers, those do not have orders. But in this case, if you make an inner join, only customers will be shown, those who have the orders. Okay, so let's show the customers irrespective of having and not having the orders. There are only 3-4 customers, few customers, and apart from that, a lot of other customers are there in the database, but they have not placed the order yet. So this is one join, left join. Now order detail I will take, like this is again taking the relationship with order or customer table, but I would not take it, because I want the customer order to be joined with order detail, because this is the child table of order. Okay. One order may have different order items, right? So for example, you're going to a restaurant and a table, and based on a customer, one order is created. Your customer details, your order number, then whatever the food and beverage you ordered, those are the individual items, and their prices are there in the order detail table. So I will just change the relationship. I will remove this, and I will take this left join here, and from order table. So in the left side, I may have 2 tables now. One is customer, second is order. So I would take order, which is a primary key of order table, and then again order number, which is a foreign key of order detail. this one, delivery order number, and this is delivery order number. So now the schema is proper here. So okay, I'm getting 1,000 rows. That means 1,000 of orders are there, and against those 1,000 orders I have lot many order details. So let's make it a live connection. Now fine, I can go to the data model. Before that, I will change few fields. Those are found to be a little bit critical, technical for me, like ShopCat, which is a category, customer category. I will just rename it. Sub SHDSC. This is basically the customer name. This is the customer company. So I would also change this. This is actually ERP database. So they are taking this technical name in the database. So those fields I will be using in the dashboard. I will take them renamed. Contact. I'll just name it as point of contact, POC. Customer contact person. And then address line 1, 2, 3, phone number, mails and all. Okay, let's change this customer city. Okay. Now this is phone number. Now contact person is done. Then come to order table. After this order table, we have this order number. It is like this, and order date, delivery order date. Okay, now rest are fine. Okay, I'll just change this to order DB, order database. Now I will come to my data model, my worksheet. So it will not ask me to save it because it's a live connection. So I have got another database, customer product DB. So let's use this. Okay, so first of all I will use this line chart. I will take this order detail table. Here we have delivery order date. So here I will just change this attribute called order date. Okay. Now I will add this to my dashboard, and from this date attribute I can change any number of other dimension like this. Right click, create another date dimension. Okay, custom date. Create custom date. So from this order date, I can extract month. Can I extract or not? I can extract year simply. And then let's create custom date. I can extract quarter. Quarter. Here I am getting all these calculated fields. Okay. And then month. So see, from a date attribute how many the dimension I'm getting. The more we have the different dimensions, the more I can create a KPI effectively. So days, week numbers, weekdays. Let's make it weekdays. Like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all those stuff will come. So
Amit,
let me.
we have the flags, right? For example, yes, no, 1 and 0, like that.
Yeah,
Flags.
yes, we
So
have.
yes. So in that case, we are having the data like 1 and 0. 0 means no and 1 means yes. So can we make that based on this?
Based on yeah, we can.
Example, you got it right. If it is 1, then make it as data as y.
Yes, we can create. That is called calculated field. Okay. So calculated field can be created based on this condition. So something like this. Here in the dimension, I'll create a calculated field and we'll write the conditions here, expressions. Okay, based on if the data x data is this much 1, then it would be y. If it is 0, it would be n. So that we can define it. We'll come to that point. Huh? Everything is there in Tableau.
Oh, okay, fine.
So these are here. Now I'm just formatting the data because I got those data in a very raw format. Now as I'm going to use this data, we need to give some better picture. Item DSC, let me just change this name as item name. Item name. Okay. Order number. Order number. Okay. Net amount here, which is basically there will be a field called QTY. This is UO, means unit of measurement. So this data is good as of now. So here we have QTY, that is quantity. This is order detail tables measures. Okay. And net amount is the sales price. Okay. Now I have to add this say months. Okay. I've got this month. So I have data of January to August here. And rest of data is not there. For 1 year I have the data of this many. Okay. Now what I'll do, this is a month attribute is added, date attribute is added, then the next I would be needing say month wise sales. Simple. Month wise selling price. Now it is a time dimension, it is a date dimensions. So the line chart is enabled for this. It's very simple line chart. I can even change the month to anything here. like days, let's chart this chart because it has a lot of data. So I've added this many these are date attribute. Now I can just change it to month. Okay, there are a lot of month I'm getting. Yeah, January to December. Okay, so here I will take this as month-wise discount. Which month has highest number of discount? I am able to get it through line chart. Okay, so here I'm getting month-wise sales. Now I can change the dimension here. Right click, edit axis, month. Here it is sales format. Go to pan and change this also. Now the next thing I have to do is cells I have added to my measure. So also add the cells to label. Okay. I got this nodes sales data. So month which is showing 1, 2, 3, 4. I can also change the types here. Okay. Earlier it was showing 1, 2, 3, 4 till 12, and I can change the type here, full name. I can also make the abbreviation like this. So let's make it abbreviation. So this is one-dimensional line chart. It is showing month-wise trend. Now I can change the color. Here there are three different representations, little bit different. It should have a mark. It should not have mark. It should not have mark. The marks are showing here. And then the width of this line you can also make it a little bit thicker, like size. In size you can make the line chart size thick.
Can you make different colors for different months?
Sorry, come again.
Different colors for different months.
Color? No, in line chart that will not be possible.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, we can have a different lines, and that those lines can be different colors. Okay, like this. I have, this is one line chart, simple line chart. So far it is completed. Monthly sales trend. So the simple thing I can make it duplicate. I don't want to make it from the scratch. I will duplicate it. I duplicate it. Now, as to address your question, I want to make the different line charts with different colors, because in a single line chart it would not be colorful. You can change it to any linear color. One line should be one color, and that color can be anything. Okay, red, green, blue, but one line would be one color. Now, if you want to have a comparison, you add a sales versus revenue. Double click. Here in the revenue, I'll be having multiple comparisons here. Sales versus revenue versus discount. Sales versus stock. Okay. One thing I'm able to notice here, the problem which I'm showing here is this tooltip, the label. The label is showing here wrong, because everywhere I'm able to see same label. Okay. If I'm hovering the mouse here, I'm getting the different data, but labels are showing different. So let me first change the label quantity. So just add the quantity label to here. Remove this one. Okay. So you're getting quantity data. Now this pen is for revenue. So what I'll do, I'll just add revenue to label, and here I have to remove the calculation of sales. So it is getting revenue in maybe lakhs. Then sales is okay because sales has a label here as sales, as well as tooltip is also showing perfect. What I'll do, I will from the tooltip is having sales. Okay. Now here it is having this, and here is having this. Okay. Now cool. So now it's a comparison. Now you want to make this different colors, different lines with different colors. So first color can be this one. Second color, I'll just change it here. So the quantity would be different. Okay. Third color, I will just change. Maybe it will be blue. So there are three different colors for the three different comparisons. So I can name it as sales versus stock. Quantity is stock. Okay. Stock trend. Trend is a term used for the charts. Those are having the dimensions are a date dimension. Based on a date dimension, you can show the trend. Wherever your dimension is used as a date, that chart is normally called as trend. Okay, date wise changes. So I can I've added these charts. What I'll do, I will separate these dashboards. Let's break them to separate dashboards and conclude the session. So it is two hues. So what I can do, I'll just fit by height. Okay. Now this is a simple line chart, and here we will have separate line chart here. Okay. So we will remove it. Okay. So I've got three KPIs: height sheet, and height sheet. So I can give the name as trend analysis. The mostly I'm using the trends. So I just measure. This looks nice, and this looks also nice. Okay. So thank you so much. Meet you tomorrow at the same time at 7 o'clock with the new link which I sent it to you today. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Amit, one last thing here. You removed it, right? The labels there in the side, right side. So what if you want to get that again?
You
Is
have
there
to
option to
select
enable it?
what you have to select this particular KPI. Okay.
Okay.
Now go to analysis. What label
Okay.
have you used? Filter or legends. So you can add the filter here, month of date. You can add it later on.
Oh.
Okay. So there's a called legends. Okay, there's a field called legends. here you have to select this dimension. Okay, this dimension is what? Product to customer. Okay, I'll add a legend and legend customer. I've added this customer legend. Here the dimension is what? Month, right? So I will add analysis filter. I can add a month. Month do not have a color. Here the colors are by revenues and all. So here is a product. So I will select a particular product. Then I will add legend as customer. No, the product, the coloring we have made it by the customers. Okay, we have not made the color by products. So the coloring we have made by customers. So I can add the filter and I can add product filter. So these all will come to all these topics like how to add the different type of filters, different type of highlighter. All these things will be covered. So practice, and I will share you all those databases. You can start working on that so that you will have a better confidence.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, guys.
Yeah, see you. Thank you.
Bye.